Outlook. Disabled kids here in South Florida flying to new heights thanks to some local pilots, and the piano sandbar saga continues. We're going to hear from an expert who thinks they should have left that piano out there. I'm Kevin Cork. That and more coming up on NBC Miami News at 6. John, thank you very much. Now, you might think flying a plane is the last thing people in a wheelchair would be able to do. Well, the message to you tonight is think again. This weekend, physically challenged youngsters from here in South Florida are getting a chance to soar and leave not just the ground, but, leaving behind the thought that there are any such things as limitations. One of our resident aviators, Willard Shepard, has that story.
Just looking around and seeing the sights and everything.
Friday, Lanny Day is going to be high above South Florida, overlooking all that lies below. The Florida international student got confined to her wheelchair when she was hurt in a terrible car accident. Her friend killed. Lanny is now getting her second ride with pilot Evan Piper, a man who knows all about what she's going through. He has a wheelchair too.
To help people that are in a similar situation to me. And whatever I can do to try to inspire and motivate people in that situation is really one of my overall objectives.
Evan was a pilot before he was hurt, and after his accident, he modified his plane. He is one of a handful of physically disabled pilots the federal government has ever given a license to fly. This weekend, Evan and 30 other, if you want to say regular pilots, will be flying 100 disabled kids who would never get a chance for an experience like this one. The program run by a group called Challenge Air. This weekend, they're stopping South Florida.
The idea is to get them out there, get them to feel the whole thing with flying, and really try to get them motivated out of the house and do a really good event.
Evan told us that this is the second year he's participated in the program, and he says every now and then the disabled youngsters see him and say, "You're the pilot?"
I think that there's a little bit of that initially, yes. And then I think once they see that and once they see him flying, then I think that that initial shock turns into great inspiration.
The youngsters will be taking to the air out of Banyan Aviation in Fort Lauderdale Saturday, leaving all their limitations behind.
Just enjoy life. Like, there's no limit of what you can do.
Willard Shepard, NBC, Opelika Airport.
Absolutely great story, Willard. Thank